I figured people are going to ask about this when they see this in the field or in videos when I'm doing Earth, Moon, Earth or moon bounce. So I figured I'd make a video on this as it just showed up. I ordered some special custom-made cable for me for my Earth, Moon, Earth setup. Specifically this being for 1.2 gigahertz. I can use it for 70 centimeters, but I wanted to make sure that I had absolutely the minimal loss, because that is very crucial and required for Earth, Moon, Earth. Again, you get like a 250, 260 dB loss to the moon and back. So every dB counts. For HF or even VHF, this is overkill, way overkill. But for UHF, 1.2 gigahertz and up, all the way up to like 10 gigahertz, this would be something that you would consider. This is by ABR Industries. I paid about 300 bucks for these two with my custom configuration from ABR Industries. Now, I've used ABR a lot in the past. I have the orange Superflex with the RF choke built in with the factory crimped ends for my Go kit for HF. That's 50 feet. But that will have too much loss at 1.2 gigahertz. So I decided to reach out to Chuck and Shannon. I see them at HamFest occasionally when I go, and they make a good stuff. I also use them to make all our test gear cables at work for our IFR service monitors and stuff like that. They make all configurations so you have less adapters. So what I asked them for was 30 feet of LMR-600 with heavy-duty, high-frequency connectors crimped on both sides, and I added the flashy yellow UV mesh here. I thought that was a pretty cool feature. Like I said, they can do different colors. I have orange in my Go kit, and this one would be cool for moon bounce. Now, this is only going to be used for moon bounce. And ABR Industries branded coax, LMR-600. Look at the connectors here. I needed one side to be N. The size of the N connector there, the heat shrinking, okay, put together very nicely. This is N on one side, 30 feet LMR-600 with an SMA on the other. And you may say, well, Eric, that's not going to work. No, I did use the amplifier I have from SG Labs, 50 watt for 1.2 gigahertz, has an SMAs, or it has SMA connectors. So there's certain SMAs that won't fit on this cable, or there'll be too much stress with the weight. So they ordered some really good SMA connectors here and crimped those on. And I think those are the positive stop style. They got the O-ring and you know, you compression style, okay? So N on one side, SMA on the other, 30 feet LMR-600. The loss is about 3 dB for 100 feet at that frequency, 1.2 gig. So at 30 feet, we're at just about a third. So maybe we're right around 1 dB of loss with this cable right here. Maybe a little fraction more adding, you know, connectors, or I'm not sure if it'll add a little bit of loss going from that to SMA. I'm not sure because of the size of the center conductor, but this is going to go, so the LNA bandpass filter is going to be at the antenna, at the Yagi. This is going to connect to that. I'm going to roll this out. This doesn't really bend that easy, so this is not something you want to use on a rotor or anything like that. This is just to be set up in the backyard or on the beach with my moon bounce or portable, wherever I take it, and do that. So this is going to go from the Yagi, 30 feet, and then this is going to go right to the output of the amplifier with an SMA. Now from the amplifier to the radio, I should have thought this part out a little better, but I also had them made a 2-foot jumper with LMR-600 with an N connector on one side and a SMA on the other. So this is going to go from the amplifier to the transceiver. Now I mentioned in the past videos with the rifle case, I might use the rifle case because this is not going to fit in there, and I don't want to coil it up any smaller than that. I knew what I was looking for, what LMR-600 is. We have that at some job sites, but I think this is going to be carried separately, and I'm going to make a box, and the box is going to have an input and output. Inside the box, we'll have the amplifier, the jumpers. Maybe I'll run this jumper like this inside the box. You know, one of those rig boxes you would take for a band or something. It's got all your processors and preamps and all that stuff in there, or your effects and all that stuff. They go in one box. The front and the back comes off. I might do that. So I put the box down. I run a cable from the antenna to the box, and then from the box to the radio. This might be inside because this is N on one side, SMA on the other to go to the SG Labs 50 watt 23 centimeter PA. Okay, but I just wanted to show you. I paid about 300 bucks for this. I think it's well worth it. LMR-600, and the green on all of their cables, if you've ever been to a HRO store, ham radio outlet, and you go to their cable section, you'll see a ton of ABR Industries cables with all the green. And the green is their little signature stamp that shows that was their final process of quality control. It's got their company on there, the model or the model number and part number, but then they got the lot number. It shows you the configuration, or shows them the configuration, you know, who put it together, what connectors they used, blah, blah, blah. So they could replicate this based on my number, I'd imagine. Like if you looked at this right here and you said, if you looked at that right there and you said, hey, I want one of those, and they had that lot number, I'm pretty sure they can make the exact same thing. But I made this tailored to my needs for my EME. So this is probably the most I've ever spent on coax in my hobby. And I just want you to know, in this hobby rather, I just want you to know that if you're a newcomer, you don't have to go spending money like this for cable. This is a special order, special application coax. I need every dB of, I need to conquer every dB of loss, and this is one major one. If you had 200 feet of run at 1.2 gigahertz with LMR-600, you're looking at 6 dB of loss, and that's a lot of loss for a cable, but that cable at 200 feet would be zero loss at HF. So the higher you go up on frequency, the more loss you have, the bigger you have to go with your cable. So that's why I chose LMR-600. I could have went with, I mean, I have some 1.25 inch outside. That stuff's giant, but go ahead and try to find a connector for that. They're like 80 bucks. And there ain't no bending that. I mean, that's like as big around as my wrist, and there ain't no way I'm using that. But the loss at 1.2 gigahertz is not even measurable, hardly. So that's why I kind of compromised. I'll have a little bit of loss, but it'll look flashy. I don't trust myself putting on connectors like this, so I trusted them. You know, if you put the connector on wrong or you don't crimp it just right, you know, you can introduce loss right here in a cable. So that is just something to show you because people are going to ask. I paid about 300 bucks for this. It came in about 3 weeks because they had to order the special connectors I requested, and ABR Industries makes some good stuff. So you're going to see this out in the EME setup. And I hope you liked the video and thought it was pretty cool. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this, or tell me how much I'm an idiot, because people do that too, that I don't need this. Well, other people told me you can't bounce the signal off the moon in my backyard with a piece of 30-foot cable and a single Yagi, and I did. So 7.3, more videos on the way.